Hey guys, let me know if I am live, if you can hear me. Last week we had a problem with the microphone, with the volume. So go ahead and let me know if you can hear me before I go any further. We actually had to restart the live last week because we couldn't get it fixed. Hey, Mom, Diane, Scott, Stephanie, and Linda T from Illinois so far in the chat. Could someone real quickly let me know if you can hear me? Ed Kirkpatrick has made it in. Hey, Ed. Ed, I haven't been home yet, so I don't know if that package came in or not. Beth Cornett, two old people on a couch. I hear you. Okay, Marshall Worden. So before we go any further, I want to say, and then I don't see them in the chat yet, but thank you to Pafford Homestead. Today we went and checked the mail and had a card from Pafford and a couple of stickers they sent, a couple of stickers. So thank you guys for that. I think they sent a card last year as well. So maybe they'll come in and I'll be able to thank them when they come in. Huga Homestead, hello. I might not be on here the full hour. Need to, and it just really depends on how it goes. Because if I get to talking, then there's no telling. I've gone over, so apparently I can do that. But my plan is to get off a little bit early tonight. Need to get some things done before the winter storm comes in. Eddie Family Farm. Hey guys, good to see you guys in here. And Treasure Hunter, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. That'd be Jake and Ann. Lorie Carp, Tiny Tim Posey, howdy. Ovita. I left a link. I pinned a link. It is not related to my channel. Outdoors with Big Matt. Haven't seen you in a while. It's not related to my channel. What it is I don't know how the UN is involved. I don't understand that, but they have prominent religious leaders throughout the world. A bunch of them gathered together in last month in November on Mount Sinai to form a new climate change religion type thing. They even created a new 10 Commandments. I don't know how many of you have seen that, but ever since I've seen it, I cannot let it go in my mind. I can't. That along with a few other things. When you get a chance, if you haven't seen or heard anything about it, check out that link. It's pretty crazy stuff. If you read it and scroll on down, there's actually a video of some of them singing. I think they were singing Hallelujah or something. I don't remember. But watch to the end of it, even one of the ones that started this. I mean, he's an Israeli climate change activist. I don't know much about him. I think his name is Yosef, but he took a 10 Commandments tablet and threw a little bit of a fit and threw them on the ground, imitating or mocking, I don't know which, both, I guess, Moses. When so Mount Sinai, most of you probably know that Mount Sinai is where God gave the 10 Commandments to Moses. So he went up into the mountain for, I think you guys may know better than me, but 40 days, I think it was. And when he came down, the Israelites had formed they made a golden calf and they were worshiping the golden calf, and Moses got angry and he threw down the 10 Commandments, breaking them. And then he had to rewrite them. But yeah, so they're like everything from the location and then breaking the 10 Commandments. It's just like imitating what God has already done in the Bible, or the story of the Bible, and it's very disturbing to me. And so, if you haven't seen that, guys, please check that out. The link is pinned at the top. Now, let's see what is going on in the chat. Ed, okay, the package was delivered to the front door. I will check that out when I get home. It should be okay. If it made it away from the UPS carrier, it should be okay in my front door. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Hiya, Jake. Dad's in there getting on his dog. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Lazy C, Kristen, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm glad that you're in here. Evelyn Newman, Skinner Farms. A lot of people that I haven't seen in a while are in here. Virginia Alexander. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Ben's Over Acres. Carpenter Self-Reliance. I don't think I said hi to you. Yeah, I might have. I don't know. But if I didn't, hello, Carpenter Self-Reliance. If I did, hello, Carpenter Self-Reliance. Kristen's got herself spread pretty thin. Yeah, that I could see where that would happen on the homestead, raising kids and everything else, church and all that. So we're apparently going to get really cold. I think Thursday. Today's Monday. Like my phone says it's going to be in the negatives. Thursday morning, Friday morning. I hope you guys are ready for that. I hope you have your firewood. You got your straw out for your animals. That's what we're going to do, is put straw out. It's the best. I don't know what else to do other than, I mean, they have a shelter. Half my dogs are inside right now. I got two big dogs being treated for heartworms, so they're inside. So yeah, Thursday right now it keeps changing. But Thursday is the low is supposed to be -2. Friday -3. Ooh, Friday the high is 15 degrees. And then Saturday is supposed to be 6 degrees when I get up and 8 degrees on Sunday. But that Friday, -3 is the low and 15 degrees is the high. I am not looking forward to that. I don't like the cold, and the older I get, the less I like it. I cannot wait till spring. As a matter of fact, I want to get through, this is horrible. I want to get through Christmas and get into January and get January and February over with. I just want to get in there and do it and be done with it. Yeah, Ed says keeping the water thawed is going to be a big challenge. It is, and we bought some more of those 5-gallon buckets like you get at Lowe's and Atwoods. We got a couple more of those, but I'm gonna have to get a whole lot more. And so what we do, well, when we had the snowpocalypse that came in, I think was it 2019, is we would rotate those. Like we would bring them in, because when it was -10 or something then. There was just nothing you could do to keep any kind of water thawed. And I don't have those, what do you call those things? The water heaters, whatever those are called. I don't have those, and I don't use those. I don't like running. I don't feel comfortable running electricity, from anywhere, from a house out to a water tank, and then you put something connected to electricity in the water tank, just leave it there and hope everything's all right. I don't feel comfortable with that. So I don't do that. So what we do is we rotate those 5-gallon buckets from the house. Like right now, we can put it in the garage and they won't freeze. And so we take the ones in the garage and use those to fill up the tanks that are out there, breaking the ice and filling it up. But when it gets down that cold, we're just going to have to rotate them like we did in 2019. And they'll probably have to sit in the house, like maybe spread out some plastic tarp or trash bags or something and set them on the plastic and just rotate them. And the ones that are frozen, bring it in and let it thaw out, and on and on. But we will not be turning on the outside faucet at all. So, what do you guys do um, during the cold, for as far as taking care of your animals, keeping them warm, and the water? Yeah, the water is going to be a big thing. I don't do heat lamps either. I said that, and I got two chickens in my house and under a heat lamp. But uh, some people put heat lamps like in their goat barn or in their chicken coops and stuff like that. I don't do that. I don't have electric extension cords running out anywhere at the house. And I said I have two chickens under a heat lamp in the house. It's the death layers that I got from Cassie at Walker Farm Fam. And I only turn the heat lamp on at night. During the day, I don't. Our heat is a wood stove, and so we do have a couple. And I went and bought another one. Those little I don't know, space heaters, whatever you call them, the little heaters to heat like a room. We had one for my room and one for Greg's room for when it gets really cold. I got one for the room that the chicks are in because I have to shut the door. We have the wood stove, but I have to shut the door where the chicks are because of the cats or the dogs or whatever. I don't let anybody in that room, so I gotta heat it somehow. So I went and bought one of those heaters, and at night I do have a heat lamp on it. Carpenter's self-reliance. I bring in the water. I bring in the water hose and let it thaw in the bathtub. Huh. Where do you live? How cold does it get? I don't even turn on the outside faucet. Like, we don't even mess with it. Everything okay, I say that. In 20 I think it was 2019 when we had that snow apocalypse, when it got like 10, 15 degrees below freezing, below zero, not below freezing, below zero. Uh, we didn't turn on faucets. We rotated the 5-gallon buckets. See, Jody Young is in here. Hello, and I don't know how to say it. Digo, is it Digo? Like crochet and crafts? Did I say that right? And we've got Coffee Angel Crafts in here. Haven't seen you in a while. Bends over acres, does the deep bedding and heated water. So you do run cords out to your like your stock tank and all. Treasure Hunter doesn't have animals. Well, that'll take care of that. Lazy C, I kept buckets in the kitchen, filled up in the sink, and rotated them out. Yep, that's what we did. Only it was we used the bathtub. Like, what was that 2019 that happened? That it got so I didn't even let I wouldn't let Greg's job is to feed and water the animals. I wouldn't let him go out and do it. And then when it warmed up a little bit, and I did let him, uh, I would send him out and say, "Okay, go feed the chickens and goats and come back in." And then I'd make him warm up and send him back out to do some watering, because before you knew it, I mean, you were just too cold. Before it happened so quickly, I would come in my I have boots. Can't even talk. I had boots, but I had laces, and the laces would be frozen. The laces would be frozen before I got back in from doing anything. And I got two goats that got pneumonia that year. It was insane. Is it Digo? Am I even seeing that right? Arctic Blast is to come in around noon Thursday, my birthday, of course. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And the ice cream won't be melting. What's up, Jackie Sailor? Many goats about to kid. Ed, no, I do mine in the spring. Um, I did I did it one time in the fall, and I'm trying to think what happened. I liked it that it didn't. The parasites weren't as heavy during the fall, but my goats do better in the spring. They do better. The babies, it just gets too cold for them. And even in the spring, in the early spring, you've got to be careful with the babies. Jackie, not much. Just sitting here doing a live stream. We'll see if we make it all the way through. Tomorrow morning, before I go to work, Greg and I are gonna put a round bale out. We've done one, and then we got a little bit of green, and we just it's time to put a round bale out. And if y'all saw that video, we had to push it out, open the fence, and had to roll it. It's funny. Guess what? Guess what? Jackie says, guess what? So for you guys that came in a little bit later, there I did pin a link to a website about the new climate change religion with new 10 commandments. Check it out when you get a chance. And that particular site that I use, it's not anything in particular. You can Google it and look at a lot of different resources on the topic. Um, the Mount Sinai Moses event is something that is important to Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. But my understanding, and the Pope was there. My understanding is that there were like Hindu leaders and Buddhist and just different. They were calling it an interreligion, interreligion, some sort of interreligion organization or something like that. But anyway, just check out the link. Not yet, not yet. After the live. Jody Young praying for everyone having animals and no heat in their house, mainly praying for the homeless. Yes. South Carolina, it is only that cold a couple of times a year. So Carpenter Self-Reliance, and I knew that. I knew you were in South Carolina. Um, mm. It doesn't usually get this cold. It's that climate change. We had that drought. Now the cold. There's a lot of squirrely stuff going on. Yeah, it was 2019. Yeah. Brandon said, "I get. Is it Brandon? Is it Brandon or Stephanie? Brandon, what is your plan for your animals? You've got a bunch of them." Brandon went from a few chickens and quail to a petting zoo. He's got everything out there. Ben's over. We have electric run to everywhere. No drop. Oh, okay. I see. No drop cords. Die rhymes with die. Digo? Is that what you mean? Die rhymes with high. D-I. Digo? Uh-oh. Something happened. Okay, see you guys later, Eddie Family Farm. Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Ann is in here. The better half of Nunez, Texas says, "Hello, wife." Uh, Jackie says, "It's getting freaking cold as a witch's broomstick. Seriously, it was 40 degrees at 5:30 a.m. this morning, and they're calling for snow Friday night. But luckily, next week it'll be back in the 60s." Oh, I've got us in the 50s. Man, see, that's crazy. Yes, Digo. Lazy C, 2019 was awful for me. Had 2/3 of my kid goat born then. Needless to say, it wasn't a good year. Did you lose them? Do you have a barn for your goats? I know you have some kind of something where you keep your rabbits and stuff, but that was like cold. Never experienced that before. And the thing is, it seemed like once it got so cold, you didn't really notice a few degrees colder or warmer, come to think of it. But when it got like 20 degrees, it felt real warm. How do you get 60s and the rest single digits? Climate change. Actually, I don't know what to think about the climate change business. I know the weather cycles. I mean, several there are several cycles that the weather's on. There are different weather patterns. So um, they froze to. Oh, that's terrible. They froze to the ground. I had awful mama goat that kept booting. Wait, they froze to the ground. I had an awful mama goat that kept booting mamas from their babies. It got out. I'd go out every hour, around the clock, but they had to have frozen in minutes. Yeah, it when it's that cold, that's hot. That's horrible. Virginia says it's 29 degrees in southeast Pennsylvania right now. Jackie, I live in Florida where it's 45 a.m. and 60 at noon. Well, I've got 50 next week as a high. Have you? Yeah, I'll take 60 any day. Yeah, me too. Have you guys heard? A lot of you follow MT Homestead. Where are they, by the way? They're hosting a YouTube meetup in uh, somewhere around Tahlequah, right below Tahlequah, I think. Has anybody heard? Well, some of you follow them. I see some of you in their lives too. McAllister. Is it going to be in McAllister? I don't think it's McAllister. A little Frenchie, it's warmer than Texas. 10 Killer Lake. Yeah, it's 10 Killer, but where is that exactly? I thought that was Tahlequah. Who else go into that? Jody, we are expecting snow and maybe ice Thursday and Friday. Well, it's not giving me good information here. Good picture, but southeast of Muskogee. Who all's going? Kristen, I will be needing some details on this meetup. I've not been watching a lot of YouTube in the last couple of months. Well, I don't know. So Terry sent me a message on Instagram, a group message, and gave a link to a Facebook group on it. Does somebody else is there, let's see, who's in here? Kristen's a moderator. Eddie family's gone. Does anybody know the name of the group on Facebook that has that information? Diane, -1 for high Wednesday. A big Frenchie. That's funny. I don't know how to get it without like signing into. It's called Mid America YouTube Meetup, Lake Tenkiller, Oklahoma, on Facebook. Without having, get in and signing into my Instagram. I don't know how to get there. Cherokee Landing State Park. And it is a public group. So when is it? March, but I don't remember. See, and they're not in here. I can't share it from Facebook. March 19th. So did you find it, Kristen? March or May? I got two different ones. One says March 19th through the 21st, and someone else says May 19th through 21st. Yes, Mom says to smash that thumbs up with a frowny face. I don't know about the frowny face. 6 to 9 inches of snow, 40-mile-an-hour wind, and 40 below wind chill on Friday in Iowa. So it's May. May 19 through the 21st. What's up, Possum Run Homestead? I didn't see you come in. Is that the first time you said something? I told you, I think, but I did watch part of that last live that you did, and I hope you're feeling better. Charles from Arkansas Veteran, howdy and Merry Christmas to Lorie Cart. Hey Charles. Yes, just lurking while making supper. Jackie, dang, if it's March, I could have made it because that was the beginning of spring break. So you can't make it because it's May. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go or not yet. Uh, Doing okay. Got outside and back at it some today. Good. Good. Glad to hear that. Oh, what did I do? I said howdy and Merry Christmas to you and Greg up on the chat a little. Well, I either forgot or I didn't see it. I might have said hi to you earlier and forgot. It happens. Ed Patrick. I'll be in Oklahoma last week of April and first week of May. Now, Charles, I told you I might have said hi to you and forgot. So now I forgot what the dates were. So now I got to scroll up May 19th through 21. So you won't make Ed, you won't make the 10 killer meetup, I'm guessing. Hey, Ed, if they do the expo this year, are you going to go? Kendra, hello. Yes, on expo. Yeah, me too. Because isn't I think they're planning that in June. I think. Howdy and Merry Christmas, Jackie. Yeah, I can't in May because of school driving. Plus, my son graduates on the 23rd, and my two older daughters will be in town. I'm not sure if I can make the Okie Homesteading Expo either. That sucks. Okay, we'll see you later. Daigo, Crochet, and Crafts. I think I said it right. Because the next week, the Okie Homestead access starts on May 31st through June 3rd. I think Jackie, I think someone told me June. I don't know though. Like I don't know anything for sure. I was kind of hoping for June. Man, I'm looking at these emojis that you guys have gotten up here. What is that heart? How did you do that? What is that? Virginia, Greg is in there watching TV. And he has been the last 3 lives, I guess. And you know who's not here again tonight? It would be Sam I Am and Paul Honeyman. They're usually in here, almost always in here. And they're not tonight, and they weren't last week. Somebody needs to go track them down. And of course, MT Homestead's not in here. Yes, the what day thing is June 2nd and 3rd, but the process classes are May 31st and June 1st. It's in the chat emojis. I've never seen that. No, I'm gonna have. So they're just special YouTube chat emojis, or is that what this is? Where's the heart? There it is. Oh my gosh, when did that start happening? Has that always been there? Too bad it's my live stream, because I'd totally sit there and play with that. about a month ago. That's funny. How come I lost the chat? Linda, I do not know how you lost the chat. You're still on the live, you're still chatting. Rampton Gardner saying hi, hitting the thumbs up, but watching a movie. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope it's a good movie. I have a link to the page about the meetup, but can't post it. Hint, hint. Almost put you in timeout. I almost put some random links in your live stream, but I wasn't a mod. See you later, Dago. Crochet and crafts. Be right back on the phone with Daniel Arms. Well, tell Daniel Arms I said hi. I'm just kidding. He doesn't know me. I've met him, but he doesn't know me. Spend more time with Houston than I did Daniel. Do I know what happened to Crazy Ed? No, I don't know all the details. He quit the one channel, and was just quit YouTube, quit whatever. Went back to being a truck driver, and he was in here. He was in a live, and I don't know how long ago. Wasn't too long ago, maybe a couple months ago. He stepped into a live and had a new channel name. Said he was going to start posting videos again, but it would be like before of him in the truck, No, I'm not Possum Run, but there's the link. She put the link for Mid America. Anyway, I don't know exactly everything that's gone on. I didn't keep up with that. I watched the final video, just kind of lurking, but I don't know what all went wrong. But he, last I heard, was supposed to start doing videos again, and then I haven't seen him. So maybe he'll start posting. Maybe he'll start showing up again. What's his new name? I do not know. Dad, somebody needs to put Dad in timeout. He's late. I ought to put him in timeout. Yeah, he was in. Yeah, Jackie. Ed used to come in all the time, but he quit doing YouTube. Iroquois Homestead is late. Brampton Gardner still in here. I thought you were leaving, watching a movie. Ed has a new channel, but don't remember. Yeah, see, I don't remember the name. But you know what? I think he still has this. It seems like he had. That's how I recognize him. Actually, he still had the Crazy Ed's Homestead little icon, picture, logo, whatever you call that. That's how I knew who he was when he came in the chat and said hello, because he still had that. That was the same. It was, wasn't it something like Arkansas? Yeah, Ozark Living, or yeah, I think that's what it was, Beth. Going back up the chat. Ed Kirkpatrick's talking to Daniel Arms. Yes, Iroquois Homestead. Not much going on in here. Last thing we talked about, I think, was the weather. and how we're going to take care of the animals. More specifically, how we're going to keep the waters fresh for the animals. Treasure hunter got a phone call. Saw he changed it again to Crazy Ed's Living. See, I haven't seen that, and I don't think he's doing videos yet. Or I haven't seen or heard anything. And there are more people in here than there were before. Or newer people. People have come in. Again, I've got a link at the top of the page that I want people to check out. To me, it's really disturbing. Um, but it's about the new climate change religion that they've come up with, where they met on Mount Sinai, formed a new 10 Commandments, and all of that. Pretty crazy stuff. Gotta go to town tomorrow. Hate that. Have to shop. Gonna hopefully find a tank heater. Yeah. I don't, like sometimes I'm tempted to get a tank heater, but I don't trust the running cords. Just have to have extra buckets, extra 5-gallon buckets. And we have our heat is wood stove. It's wood heat. And so we are good on that front, because if the electricity goes off, I still have heat. I'll just have to drag those death layer chickens into the main part of the house so that they can stay warm. Um, Speaking of chickens, last within the last week, I have had 2 die, and unfortunately, one of them was the little rooster, Bantam rooster that I had. His name his name was Buckaroo. Aside from naming all of my hens Terry, like Terry on Mike and Terry, MT Homestead, I don't name the birds, but I did name this rooster. He was a pet, and his name was Buckaroo, and he died, and I'm not happy about it. Then we had a random Terry die in the big coop. I um, don't know. So they were in separate, and so not like there's an illness going around there. Like um, the hen is in the back coop, big coop that I have, and then the bantams are in front of the shop in the little bitty chicken run. So it's not like a disease. It just, I mean, maybe the weather change. And I don't know how old that rooster was. Somebody gave him to me when they bought a goat from me. They gave me the rooster, and I've had him a couple of years. So, but it was sad. Um, Not like crying, not like losing a dog or something, but it was just kind of sad. Uh, Saw something. I gotta go. Nope, read that. Aoki Homestead would heat here plus oil lamps. I do have a and yes, an oil lamp. I have one oil lamp. We do have some solar lights, and we have flashlights. And so I don't have TV hooked up or anything. I don't have kitchen countertops, anything. So if my electricity goes off, not really going to affect me too much. I mean, it's going to be a pain, but I don't really have a lot going on inside the house that I'm used to. Like I do my lives. I don't have internet. Do my lives here for right now, and doing my laundry here when I come over to do the live. So, like, I don't even have that going on, and I'm doing my laundry now. So I won't do it again till till next Monday. Um, I did go like this weekend to do my sheets and stuff at the laundromat. I don't bring that stuff over here, but I don't want the lights to go out. But if they do, it won't be it won't really change my life that much unless it went off permanently. Then let's talk. You know, Beth and I only accept God's 10 Commandments, not someone else's. Well, me too. the The problem is the title of one of the articles said, let me see if I can find it. I didn't post. It's not the same one that I posted, because in this one that I posted, if you scroll down and there's a little YouTube clip of them singing, and then at the end of it, one of the um, one of the ones that brought it together took a fake 10 Commandments and threw it down on the ground and broke it, imitating what Moses did. The whole thing is imitating the Moses thing. It took place on Mount Sinai, where they think, I mean, the Bible does say it was Mount Sinai, but they think it was the spot where Moses went up into the mountains. I don't think that anybody knows exactly where it was in Mount Sinai, but they think they've got the spot. They're going to say it's the spot anyway. What am I doing? I forgot what I was looking for. Never mind, I figured it out. So the title was UN to issue 10 Commandments for climate religion. So it says the UN issue 10 Commandments, and this happened in November, just last month. So and this is the countersignal.com that had that title. I wasn't paying attention really to the title of that. My understanding was that the WEF, or maybe people within the WEF, had a big um, part of this. Oh, we are back. Ed, who's we? Possum Run. Anyone want a true blue rooster? What is a true blue rooster? I think this thing just jumped down. It did. Ladies, you see, I had an issue with chicken loss here too. I found out it was my feed. The quality had went down big time, and when I switched, it made a big difference. Okay, so you saying that now? Um, I get my feed at a local feed store here, and the last time we got feed, we got a lot of feed. We got it in bags. I wish I had one of them, big feeders that I can put a ton of feed in, but we got it in bags. We got several bags, and when we got home, Greg's like, they didn't give us what, you go in and they load it onto the truck for you, and we got home and he's like, this is not the feed. This is not what we were supposed to get, and um, so I called them and they were like, well, we ran out of those bags, and so we bagged it in this bag, and it's the same thing. And I looked on the little tag on the bag, and it did say the 18% layer pellet on there. But he opened one the other day that was actually the crumbles rather than the pellets, which that is not what we get. So I'm wondering if maybe they're shortcutting as well. Um, so Amy at Living in Abundant Grace was telling me last night that one of her chickens had died and another one was on its way out, and she had no idea what she was dealing with, and she um, started Googling and stuff like that. And one of the things that she came across that kind of made sense to her was that something wrong with the feed, like moldy feed or something like that. What? Who did what? Joanne Suggs. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne just joined the channel, the members channel. I just opened that up last week, I think. And Joanne, I think you're number 4. I don't know. 3 or 4. Let's see. Jackie, awesome. I was watching that video. Heartbroken watching that video. Oh, yeah, her video. I was like, yeah, she's got a lot going on right now. The lights aren't a big deal. This is Huga Homestead. The lights aren't a big deal. Now the heat is another story. So you don't have wood heat. You have electric heat, I guess. That would be big. That would be big. I hate it when it does that. They think because Huga says they think because they have money they can rewrite the Bible. Yeah, they think they're smarter than. I'm not going to say that. There's a lot going on. Spud and I. Who said the UN did this symbolically? I assume. I'm not a fan of it. You know, even whether it was WEF or UN or whoever it was, they had political leaders in from a lot of different countries and different religions, which is crazy. Whiting True Blue. It's a breed, and no, you don't want him. He's mean. No, I don't want another rooster. I'm needing to get rid of a rooster, and I need to get rid of the reason I had the bantams is for that little buckaroo rooster. So he wouldn't be alone. So this spring, I ordered 5 bantams, and one died, and so he had 4, and 2 of them are hens, and 2 of them are roosters. So I had 3 bantam roosters and 2 hens, and now he's gone. Now I'm two bantam roosters and 2 hens. Don't have any idea what breed they are. The hens are I can't think of the name. Barred Rock, but they're bantams. Anyone want my neighbor's rooster free? No charge, please. Just take it. Get a dog that likes roosters. A lot of things like chicken. I was buying feed at the local store. Some I had been buying, but just nutritionally was much better. My hands won't eat crumbles. Mine will eat anything. Joanne Suggs. I'm glad you opened it so we can join. It's not much, but every little bit helps. If you're referring to membership, it does. But there's not much going on the membership side right now as far as having perks for people. But as things grow, I'm going to try to get a little bit more creative and try to figure out ways to put more perks up there. And yes, every little bit helps, but still, the main way to support my channel or any other channel is watch the videos all the way through. When you watch a video and you don't watch it all the way through, it does affect the algorithm. Watching if you watch over, I guess over half of it or more, it does benefit some, especially if you're watching commercials. But um, watching it all the way through really helps, because if people watch like just the very beginning and jump out, it actually hurts the channel. It hurts the algorithm. Treasure hunter, we got tornado damage just a mile from us last week. 20 people injured. Crazy weather. He keeps attacking me. I'm about done with his attitude. I've tried all the tricks and he's still determined to attack. You need to get rid of him. I heard a story here a couple of years ago where a rooster attacked his owner, and she was like 70 or whatever, and he killed her. A rooster killed this woman. Yeah, freezer camp. I just, I've not had a crazy rooster like that, but I would not tolerate it. I wouldn't tolerate that from a rooster or any other um, farm animal or pet. Try duct tape? What? What do you do with the duct tape on the rooster? Yep, probably so, Neil. I'm about over it. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Ed's gonna get a bull whip. Well, it is, and I just looked at time. It is 3 minutes till. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. It's not as early as I thought, but I think I hear thunder outside. So if I do, I still have to get home, and we have to take the clothes in and feed and water the animals. So we will see, or I will. I don't know if Greg's in there watching TV, but maybe he'll be in here next time, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.